Did you ever wonder why this fascination with Jerusalem? Why the whole world is so excited about Jerusalem since time immemorial? The Romans, the Greeks, the Assyrians, they all wanted to conquer. Napoleon, Hitler, Yamashimo, today. So interesting. There's a lot of history to this Jerusalem. And more than anything else, in particular, to the Rabbi, the mountaintop. The reason I'm talking about it today is because during this period of Shivasa B'Tammuz, the fast of yesterday, and in Mirza Hashem, the Yom Tov of Tisha B'Av, says the Rebbe, this is a time that we should study daily something about the Bet HaMikdash. As God told Yecheskel Hanavi, how come that they're not discussing, they're not learning about the Bet HaMikdash? And Yecheskel said, you destroyed it, you sent them into exile. They're in exile. Do they have the head to think about Bet HaMikdash? So God said, and because the building is destroyed, it doesn't deserve attention. Do the opposite. Study it, learn about it, focus on it, think about it, and this will hasten its rebuilding. So now is the time to do that. But before we start learning something about it today, let's say thank you to God for all the miracles. Apparently it was just a phenomenal miracle. There was going to be an ambush by Hamas to take a group of soldiers as hostages, and miraculously, because of a split-second error, they were all saved. Don't know the details, but that's it. Suffice just to know that this happened. So Mizma l'soy the real Adonai kol haratim d'Adonai b'simcha. Boy lefanav b'nona duka Adonai Elohim hu asanu v'lo anach namu tzem marisay. Boy yishov b'soy dechatzroy seb'sila hodei lebach shumeki toy v'Adonai ne'olam chazdov yador v'odor emunah. So let us give some tzedakah. And the Harabais, the mountaintop. The mountaintop is where the Beis Hamikdash was built. We go to Israel. This is where we go to the Kotel. Everybody knows that this is the holy place. When did it start become so relevant? Day one. Sages tell us that the first part of creation, the first thing which was created 5,785 and 10 months ago, God created the world, was this specific spot, which is called the Even HaShesiyah. The stone, that famous stone of foundational stone. Some say that's the Dome of the rock which is there, which is where God created, and from it he created the rest of the world. 6 days after creation, God created Adam, as it says, Vayikach, he took earth from place. This is the place where he took the earth from. Created form, made a human being, and infused them with life. And since then, we human beings are around. That very same day after creation, Adam brought an offering to God. And he did it over there, and the exact location where eventually the altar, the Mizbeach of the Beis HaMikdash, both would stand. In fact, sons Cain and Hevel, before Cain murdered his brother Hevel, they both brought offerings. God accepted the one from Hevel, Abel, and not the one from Cain, so Cain got upset. But this is the place where they brought the offerings. Let's fast forward 1600 years, the flood, where the entire world is being cleansed, and the only one to survive was Noah and his family, and samples of all the animals and all the creatures, birds, etc. After a year being in the ark, finally the water receded, and then it says that Noah brought offerings of all the kosher animals and all the kosher birds. Where did he do that? Exactly that very same spot. Avraham Avinu, Abraham, was called by God as a test to offer his son Yitzchak as an offering. You guessed it. That very same place is where he bound them and so on and so forth. Yaakov Avinu, when he's fleeing from his brother, fleeing his parents home because Esau vowed to kill him, on the way he rested, he went to sleep, and he saw that famous dream of the ladder connecting heaven and earth and heaven, angels going down and up and down. I should say, up and down, and then down and up. That was the place where he slept. Later on, when King David ruled in Hebron. He conquered the city of Yevus, which is Jerusalem. And from that moment on, this became the permanent place for the first and the second temple. The first temple was built by Shlomo Melech on the plans which was given, a scroll, which was given to Moshe Rabbeinu by God, given over from generation to generation, till Shlomo Melech built on it. Second temple was built over there, unfortunately destroyed. We're anticipating the third temple to come down from heaven. Where is it going to land? Exactly there. This is the place of permanent holiness. And may Hashem help us that this should happen today with the coming of Mashiach.